Dewey Robertson takes on Ron McFarlane. And everybody here obviously still talking about what happened between the Bruiser and Flair. I can remember it as plain as day the time that Flair wrestled Pat O'Connor here, and I can remember other matches. In fact, I can remember him doing that to the Bruiser in their earlier controversial battle where he dumped the man, slid him over to the ring post, the steel ring post, and slammed his leg in it and injured the leg. I can remember when he did it to Pat O'Connor right here on Wrestling at the Chase. The Bruiser realized what was coming. As strong as he is, but he put that boot underneath Flair's chin. I tell you, Mickey and I nearly ended up out on Linville Boulevard, and probably Flair wishes he had been there after taking that pile driver on the cement floor. That's the same thing that the Bruiser did to Harley Race and knocked him out of that big tag match where he was supposed to join Crusher Blackwell against the Bruiser and Andre the Giant. If you can put somebody like Race out, well, you do that to somebody like Ric Flair. Flair has something to think about. Oh, look at that body slam by Dewey Robertson. What a test it should be when Robertson squares off with Dory Funk Jr., the Farmer World Champion, the man who held the gold belt some 4.5 years. A true test of wrestling skills. I think you're going to see holds and speed in there. It's going to be hard to duplicate in any match because Robertson and Dory Funk Jr. are two brilliant wrestlers. Tempers may get a little ragged because there's so much at stake, unquestionably, but what a great match that is, Robertson and Dory Funk Jr.
I tell you, watching the Bruiser there, he grabbed both belts. He wasn't going to give it up. And the referee Eddie Smith had a hard time getting the championship belt back.
Well, I'll tell you something. Flair was in no condition to go after it. McFarlane ducks underneath Robertson. Oh, McFarlane nails Robertson with an elbow right on top of the head. Dewey dumped by Ron McFarlane.
The last comment by Dick the Bruiser to referee Eddie Smith was, "I'll get it back."
That's what he said to Smith, "I'll get it back." And I don't know if Flair's in any condition to hear us saying that or hear that repeated right now. But it'll get back to him, I'm sure. I'll get it back. The uncrowned world champion sent a message loud and clear to Ric Flair. Boy, did Flair hit that table. If he doesn't have a busted rib or them stitches in his head, it's going to be a miracle. McFarlane pounds on the back of Dewey Robertson. You don't often see the Bruiser use the pile driver. Only at certain times against the toughest of opponents, but the Bruiser has a wicked pile driver. Yes, Flair for reference, ask Harley Race.
And he pulled it on Flair right on the concrete, not on the mat.
Oh, yeah, which is hard enough to begin with. You can hurt a man badly there, but that floor doesn't give any. There's nothing there. That's, oh, brother. You know what, Flair was out. When the referee counted to 20, Flair was down, out, and gone goodbye Eileen. I mean, it was all over. They could have counted to 60, and Flair still would have been down there. McFarlane working on the throat of Dewey Robertson. McFarlane stalks Robertson in the corner. Robertson whipped to the ropes. McFarlane again with that big elbow. Robertson getting into some trouble against Ron McFarlane. McFarlane's a tough cookie. He throws him in again, lines up the elbow, misses. Oh, Robertson goes behind McFarlane. Atomic knee drop on Ron McFarlane. McFarlane staggers to the corner and Dewey Robertson right on top of him. The smooth moving Canadian with a kick right underneath the knee. Another knee drop into the thigh, into the hip. McFarlane taking another kick to the thigh. Robertson dragging him into the center of the ring. He's going for the figure four. The figure four leg lock. The figure four leg lock by Dewey Robertson. Look at him stretch it out. Stretching out the figure four. McFarlane trying out and submits. Dewey Robertson with the figure four leg lock. Think he'd love to put that on Dory Funk Jr.? The figure four, Robertson, a big winner. The crowd standing in